I'm just taking you guys into our room. Usually our bedroom, I call it my bedroom, is that weird? Um, it usually is the last to get done just because I rather have all of my Halloween decor that people are actually going to see. We do leave this bedroom open. A lot of people put like their coats, purses, bags, costume extras in here. So yeah, I just have some lights strung around my little pumpkin guy who I love so much, and his neck is broken. I always have to glue him every year. This little candle holder, I got that from Gordman's a long time ago. Just some Halloween picture frames that my friend Audrey got me a long time ago. Donnie's Dallas Cowboys zombie figurine. And then up here I just have some garland and string lights and my little skelly guy hanging. And I just love watching Halloween movies, especially when my lights are on. It just makes me feel like a little happy kid. And then in here, you guys know this room as being like my office, YouTube room, rat room. This was kind of a last room to decorate too. And the sad thing is that I still had, about this point after decorating this room, um, I just don't know where time goes. Like I can start decorating weeks before, but about this time, I still had about 3 containers full of Halloween stuff that I was just like, it's time's up. You can't use this. Put it up. And then on here, I posted some stuff on my Instagram, Halloween Happy, and a lot of you guys were asking how to see how I did this. And really, it's super easy. I just had some empty mason jars that I just added water to it and put some food coloring in it. Um, and then I just added some body parts and just little testing stuff. I kind of wanted to do a lab, I guess, but then I really wasn't finding much inspiration. Um, I think last year or the year before this, it was like 2014. I wanted to do something with x-rays. I saw like an x-ray machine one time at the thrift store, and I'm really kicking myself in the butt that I didn't get it. Maybe I'll find something like that again. But these x-rays were actually from the vet clinic that I work at. They were so old that they were going to recycle them and sell them to the guy who recycles them. But the doctor was nice enough to let me take some, and I just hung them around. And I just thought it was so cool because, like, these ones I would leave on the table and people could pick them up and kind of look at them and guess what they were. So that was pretty fun. I did get a lot of compliments on the radiographs that I had. And just some little specimen jars, potion bottles, intestines, a sign that says spooky, which is just a plain chalkboard picture frame that I write little sayings on come each season. And then here were my rats. This was before I think I just had 2 here. Yeah, and I was very sad because just while I've been at my mom's house, she ended up passing away, which I knew eventually that she would. But I mean, she wasn't like suffering or anything like that, it just one day she was okay and then the next day not so much. So yeah, I miss her. I'm still very sad about it. I know it sounds silly to you guys because it's just a rat and it's gross, but they are very intelligent creatures and you can train them to do so much. But I was just kind of showing you guys them because their little cage was Halloween decorated too. Okay, so we're going back out. This is our main bathroom, and in here I just continued with the orange and purple lights. Just added some creepy jars, some skulls. This guy, when he is on, it's actually motion activated, so he comes on and his eyes light up and he talks to you, which I thought that was fun because when people are sitting on the pot, I mean, he talks to you. And then I just have the same cloth, what I used in the witch's den. I just used that in the bathroom. I was hoping to use a black light in here, but I didn't have a large enough black light to actually put off any kind of iridescent, fluorescent thing. And then I just have some signs, and then I love putting fake plastic spiders around the sink. I have a lot of girls who it freaks them out, and it's just the funniest thing. I'm like, they're plastic, but they get grossed out so much. And I think it's fun too because whenever people wash their hands, you get a lot of suds in the tub or the sink. And whenever someone else washes their hands after that, the suds kind of wash away and you can see more spiders. So then people get freaked out by that. And then I just covered the shower with a tablecloth again and strung some lights on there. I had a spider on the door, a spider on the floor. And then a few years ago, I paper machéed some spider eggs, but eventually they kind of broke down year after year, and Denali tried to eat them. I used a flour mixture, and Denali she would never leave them alone. So I just eventually tossed them away, but I'm hoping to make some more this year. And if I do, I will make a video for that. And then that's just a Halloween sign that I got many, many years ago from Hobby Lobby. Here is a ring that lights up. I had a few of these for party favors, and I thought that they were really fun. And then I had a sign up there, you can't really see it. It says eat, drink, and be scary, which I love. Over here I have some wine bottles that are tea light holders. And then this was just a little fridge sign that you could stick on there, and it looks like you have a hole in your fridge, like you could see the inside of it. So and then over here just have another tea light holder with a vampire. Boo sign. R.I.P. Tombstone, more lighting. And up there, I just have a lot of Halloween knickknacks, I guess you could say. Just a bunch of old stuff that I don't want to get rid of, but it's nothing important that needs to be on a lower level for people to see. But this garland I actually got many years ago. They were all orange and everything, but I actually spray painted them black just this past Halloween. Because every year it was just too orangey up there. Like it looked more like a fall party instead of a Halloween party. So I finally decided to paint them, and it was a pain in my butt. And then up here, one of my other favorite Halloween pieces that I have, it's supposed to be a crow, but it looks like a parrot. It has these little keyholes in it that count down to Halloween. And then it has this little key that you can see. So each day that goes by, you can just change it to the different keyhole, which I love that. And then it says Happy Halloween on it. This is just more of our kitchen. This is kind of like the breakfast nook area. Just another space where we can put another table in it. And I just have a lot of bats hanging on the wall, more battery signs. And then I love these eyeball lights that I just strung up here. Those were new. On this table is where we had a lot of our party food on. And so, yeah. I had a bunch of more stuff underneath that table that I didn't get to, and that's just kind of where it goes because no one really sees under there. And just more Halloween signs. A lot of these signs I find from Gordman's. And then in here is my salon, and this is one of the other areas that kind of gets left out just because I'm doing hair and clients, so I try not to make it look that much of a freaking mess, even though they all know that I love Halloween and they have to walk through my whole house with all of my Halloween boxes everywhere when I start planning for this night. But yeah, for this year, I just put purple lights in there, just had some signs here and there. And then on my shampoo sink, I had my skeleton guy there, like he was getting his hair shampooed. Those tea light holders I made a few years ago. Those are really super easy. I'm sure you guys have seen something on those. If not, let me know. I could always make a video. Then over here, just more random Halloweenness that I had. And I did leave that area open for guests just because it gives them more room, and then also so they can use the bathroom back here. But yeah, this bathroom is just kind of has a purple theme, I guess you could say. Usually I have scary music playing back here, and a lot of people hate it because it's in the back where no one really is unless you come back with your friends. So it freaks them out. But I have some Halloween rags, some toilet paper with Halloween ribbon wrapped around it, and I just covered that shower with another tablecloth. Or actually, I think they're sheer curtains that I had on something. Or I can't remember. I think I'm not sure what they are. And then just more tablecloth that I cut into strips for that doorway panel. A little ghost light. And I hate having my bathroom lights on my party night, just because I feel like it really takes people out of the atmosphere or environment. What am I trying to say? I just don't like it. So usually I unscrew my light bulbs so that way when people try and turn on the lights, they will not come on, because usually people will just leave the light on and the door open and you can't see how cool everything looks. And we're almost done, guys. We are. So I'm taking you back through the living room. And here, I mean, we just have fog and music, and it's just so different when the house is full of people. I really wish that I would have taken a video, but we'll do it this year. Then there was Charlotte. I don't know what she was doing, probably running from me. Okay, so you guys can't really see what's going on here, but this is the room off of our front door and garage. I had to turn on the light because I couldn't see anything. So these are just tablecloths that I got from the Dollar Tree. I just taped them to each other, kind of like a carnival thing I was going for. I tore up some more tablecloths and hung them down from the ceiling. Just kind of shredded them and tied them in knots. This guy, his name is Carl. He was actually like a prop that was, well, a prisoner that was like getting electrocuted, but recently I've been using him as a clown. Well, not recently. I mean, this past year I used him as a clown. I just had this old scrub top covered with blood and I put it on him. I had some sheets we used at our old house. Yeah, and then that clown nose I just found in one of my costume boxes and just taped it to him. And that wig was a wig of Donnie's when he was, what's his name? Ross, the painter. What was his name? I can't think of it right now, but this mirror was just a clown mirror that glowed in the dark, and it popped up a clown that kind of laughed and talked to you and giggled. It was kind of scary. This closet here is our laundry room, and as you can see, I turned it into our photo booth. And there's like a backdrop, and I had photo accessories that people could take their photos, and it just looks like a mess right now because you guys don't understand. Like, my house looks so lovely and it's so Halloweeny, and the next morning I wake up and I'm like, what the happened? Like, what is where? I don't know. It's just hard to explain. Like, people really get down at our parties, and you can tell. But this is our garage. I had to turn on the light because it was dark, and I think we took some of the lights off. And as you can see, it's still messy. We were still cleaning up. Like I said, it usually takes me about a few weeks after to clean up because it's just so overwhelming, and there's trash everywhere, decor everywhere. I usually start taking down stuff the next morning. But yeah, here, this was just an old ping pong table that Donnie had, and we used it every year for like flip cup and beer pong and all of that stuff. But this year, I wanted to make it into a chalkboard, kind of like a guest book. A lot of my friends signed it and just wrote like cool things on it, and so it was nice because the next morning, when I go through my Halloween party is over depression, like, I'm gonna have to do a video on that or vlog it because I get so sad and I can't even, you know, it's just so bizarre. But I just get really sad and lonely, and I came out here to read everyone's messages, and it really cheered me up. So I'm glad I did that, and I just kind of did some drawings on it before everyone got over there. Then everyone else signed it and whatnot. And then I wanted to add like some bar high tables, I guess. I saw some on Pinterest that I wanted to do, but we were running out of time, so I was like, hey, let's turn these pallets into 2 tables so we can do it. And that's what we did, and I really liked having these just because a lot of people hung around them. You could eat your food off of them, drink your drinks, have good conversation. Just, I kind of wanted that bar feeling in our garage, which I think I definitely was able to provide that kind of atmosphere for my guest. And there's some broken glass, like that's not uncommon for these Halloween parties. Fog machine over there, foosball table, it's just a mess in here. And then this chest that I got from a friend, I wanted to do something cool to it, but I really didn't have time, so I just used it as like a table to set all my stuff on. And then a karaoke machine, because you have to have a karaoke machine when you do the costume contest. And there are some gifts that I forgot to give out, guys. Like, Merry Christmas to me, right? No, I'll use them some other time. And then back here, I used as like a little dance room. We had a black light on the ceiling. You won't get the effect of how it was at the Halloween party, but it was so cool. I spray painted a lot of hands and feet and hung them from the ceiling. Also spray painted the tablecloths that kind of closed in this room. I just painted like Halloween sayings and spirals, kind of to trick your eyes a little bit, and this was like our dance floor. It was the most fun I've ever had. A lot of people were like, can you please just leave this up, and when we come over we can just hang out in here, and I got a lot of compliments on that. So usually I want to do like a garage walkthrough, like a haunted garage, but there's just never enough time, so there's always something that I don't get to do just because I run out of time. Underneath there were more containers that I didn't finish Halloween decorating, of course, but the garage was really fun because it was just covered with fog, and we had dancing and people were playing games, and I just love it so much. But yeah, this room, it was just the clown room, and I had that spotlight going on. And then here, I think I'm just walking back outside. Yes, we are back out front. But in here, in the actual video, I was just wishing you guys, hoping that you guys all had a wonderful October and an awesome Halloween. And I was just also thanking you guys for sticking with my channel, because I really didn't get to do all of the videos that I wanted with everything going on with my mom. You know, Halloween just kind of fell to the back burner, of course. But there's always this year, so we will do some more Halloween videos. So thank you so much, and if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. Comment if you liked anything or if you saw any ideas that you might possibly use this year. So I will see you guys in the next video.